Today I have the pleasure to have Juan Pablo from Sazagua, directly from Colombia with us, to one more behind the scenes chat. So hello, Juan.
Hey, Alice, how are you?
Thank you for being here with us. And today we're going to explore together some of your background history, your operation, and everything you want to share with us on our common values. I'm going to start asking you about the story of the hotel.
Okay.
We know that Sazagua's name pays homage to the Quimbaya civilization, right? Which are the original people that inhabited the area. So I would like to start asking you about these ancestral people and how important are their history to the hotel's history.
Okay. Well, the Quimbayas was a tribe that inhabited this region in Colombia. They're almost extinct right now because when the colonizers came here, they destroyed almost of the culture. And in the hotel, we try to keep them alive, to keep the existence of that tribe alive here. So the Sazagua name even is the name of one of the chief of this culture. So that's a nice way to present our hotel. It was one of the tribes that inhabit here. So they used to be very I don't know the word in English. Very agile with the hands. They make orfebrery and things like that, and they're very good in this. And with the gold too. And what else I can talk about them? Well, I know that they're not my ancestors, but they are the owners of this land in the past. So that's the reason why we like pay this tribute to them.
Yes, that's beautiful to hear. I mean, they're there, right? They're there in the land. So their spirit are kept alive by you guys. So that's very beautiful to hear.
Sometimes in excavations, we can find like a article from them too. When we open a hole in the ground, we can usually find some objects from that belongs to them.
Oh wow! Okay, that's wonderful. So it's very much alive. That's wonderful to hear. And Juan, besides the ancestral history, we know that the hotel itself is also located in a World Heritage Site preserved by UNESCO, right? Which is your guys' coffee protected cultural area. So I would like to move on and understand the challenges of operating a hotel in a protected area.
Well, it's not a challenge at all, because the reason why we know this region, it's a UNESCO protected zone. It's for the people, for their traditions, the way they live, the landscape, everything. But at the end, is the people that makes this region special. I'm inviting you and everyone to come here, because you're gonna find one of the most beautiful people in Colombia, maybe in the world. Or they're very kind, they're very open-minded to receive you in their homes. They're lovely, and I'm in love with this region. I'm from Medellin, Colombia, and the people say Medellin are the most kindly people in Colombia. I'm not sure of that. I think here are better than in Medellin. So that's the reason the patrimonial culture of is the people that make it special, this region. That's the main thing here.
Nice. And it's very nice that you guys are on the perfect opportunity to help them preserve the culture, right? So that's really a rare opportunity for our tourism industry and for the sustainable tourism, as we love it so much in the community and we praise so much. So can you also tell us about how do you guys operate sustainable tourism, and what does that word mean to you guys?
I'm gonna make this with one example, okay? It's very easy for us. Our coffee experience. Our coffee experience, it's when you go there, you cry. Usually what the people come here to see coffee, it's the huge plantations and haciendas and big things. We make it in the other way. We take you to a peasant family community, a couple, and you there you can see like the way they live, the way they eat, because you and like 5 acres. It's very tiny, and you learn a lot of coffee, but you learn about of life here, and that's the way we make it sustainable. When we start this experience, this family was thinking to sell their property to buy a cab, a taxi, and start over because they were in without money. And after they start with tourism, right now they remodel their house. They make a lot of things there. It's beautiful to know this experience, and it's better when they tell you the experience. And right now they telling everyone about this, how the tourists change their life through Sazagua.
It's a true impact that we can do as a community, right? I mean, and
yes,
remote locations to the local communities. It's beautiful to see, right?
And our responsibility, and our responsibility right now is to replicate this in other peasants, in other communities, so we can grow with coffee, with other kind of experiences, but everything around local people. It's very important, and true life histories. It's very important to us, so you can live like the real way it is around here, and with a purpose in life.
Yes, absolutely. And so talking about purpose, Juan, usually at our community, we have the challenge. It's a beautiful challenge to invite the guests. We are talking about a luxury market at the end. So we have the opportunity to invite those guests to live normal day-to-day experiences with the local communities, which sometimes are something quite simple, as you said, right? Like growing beans or harvesting the local seasonal fruits. So really simple experiences, right? And how do you guys make guests feel curious about those experiences? What works best? Can you tell us a bit what's going on in terms of experiences?
Yeah, well, inside we can talk in two ways here: inside our hotel or outside. Inside, we can take you almost all the fruits of that grown in Colombia to your table, and we can make out this huge fruit taste, and you learn what we eat, like fruits, and you can find in a table like 40 to 60 kind of fruits. That's one our experience.
Wow,
we can
40, right? Fruit experience. Wow.
Yeah,
okay. That's how that's a
60.
festival. It's a festival, fruit festival.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And if you want a cooking lesson with me with a traditional recipe of food, I'm here for you, for all of you. Yeah. So that's a way to live our region inside our hotel. But in the outside, when we take you outside, we take you to real places to eat, real things that maybe sometimes go out of the tourist route. That's very nice because we know how to make that, and we have the places to make that, and that's very funny or very curious, really, because we can for real make different things, but you know the real style of life here in the region. We know how to make that. When just a few seconds ago, a guest just told me like, "Ooh, nice place where you sent me yesterday, but it's not in the books." So that's why we are we're willing to send people there.
Off the beaten track, right? And that's something that I want to bring firsthand to the community. There's always a little surprise on our behind the scenes chat, which is your guys' process of becoming a DMC as well, right? So how was the process? And did you guys always feel like it, or just happen as an opportunity? Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, well, right now we're moving around the region. only the coffee region with bear watching. We have a boat in the Cauca River, but it burns like 1 month ago, so we have to stop that. But we're making experiences around the region to open Colombia after that. We have very nice partners around to grow a business, but right now we're focusing in experiences around the zone. We have these amazing things in project right now, like a house in the mountains, so you can pass a night there. Like it's a glamping, but it's not, because it's a rural house and it's like abandoned, but we can use it to sleep there. It's amazing. A place with a view with the fog. It's beautiful. So we're moving around the region right now to learn to get big and and keep changing this country. Like we have to make it, because you know Colombia was very hard in the past, so we would like a change of the image of this country. That's what we want to make, like DMCs.
Wonderful. That's a very purposeful mission, right?
Yeah, wow.
Everything to make it happen. That's wonderful. You're already making it happen, right? So you're expanding now to be a local expert. Wonderful. That's great news. And so Juan, going back to the fruit festival that we're talking, there's a little, we all love to eat, right? So we have a joke at the remote community that everything is an excuse to eat different food at the end, right?
Yes.
So you guys offer something that we found quite interesting called the pilgrim cuisine, right? And really preserving the native ingredients. So how does that work at Sazagua? Can you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, well, when you go outside, you want to try new stuff, but at the end, you need something that comfort your soul, your life, a comfort food. Okay, we try to mix both of the concepts. Okay, like a new proposal of food, and something different, something bold, but you can't eat that. If you're staying here in our hotel for maybe 5 days, at what point you're gonna say, no, I don't want more Colombian food, I don't want more traditional food, I want like something very easy, like a pasta or a burger. But we try to put everything into a menu, everything, okay, but in our way. And we're travelers. Well, I'm a traveler, so I want to bring that we find in those trips to our kitchen. So that's the way we make it. If I go to Peru and a nice recipe, I say, wow, I want to replicate that in the hotel because it deserves it. So that's the way we find the cuisine. Trying to it's food, like you said, it's food from travelers for travelers.
Exactly. I found it super interesting. So from travelers, by travelers, right? To travelers.
Yeah. To travelers. Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. So you're never tired of the food. That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, right now I'm on diet because I was getting a big belly with the pandemic, But right now I cut all the sugars. That's my diet. That's all. Not the beer. only the sugars. But yeah, well, I'm a chef, so I love to eat, to try new stuff, and I think it's one of my reasons to live. Like almost of almost of us. Well.
Yes, as I always say, at the end, everything is a good excuse to eat, right? We all eat, so it's a shared dream actually to travel and to try different food with quality and with nice purpose as the pilgrim cuisine. I really love it very much. And Juan, also, so taking the opportunity here that we are just the two of us to gossip around and to explore the day-to-day operational life of the business. Sazagua is also a family-owned business, which really makes the hotel very authentic and unique on its spirit. And we have some other remoters who also are family-run. So can you tell us a bit about how is it day to day? How are the decisions made? Is it easy to keep original spirits? I mean, how is it to operate the hotel within the family?
Well, it's very low. Owns this house for 40 years ago. It has been a hotel for 15. And it's amazing because now I am the director of here and I'm very free to take decisions. This is a real family because our employees too are part of this family. This is a very close place to work. It's very easy because you're very free. Our staff, it's amazing, an amazing staff because they are very kind with everyone, and that's the way the way they treat our guests is the way we treat them. That's our philosophy. So being here, working here, it's very, 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 very nice and very easy because it's a house at the end because it's you feel it like in your house. You can you I gonna have to buy two food if you don't have any anything you want in our menu. You're craving for something and you ask it, maybe we try, maybe no, we try to make it possible. That's the way the Sazagua works, and that's the way we live our life. So yeah, it's very easy to work here, and it's I'm very proud to say that for real.
That's
That is one of
lovely.
them.
That's lovely. So the guests, they also feel like extended family.
Yeah, yeah. Usually I sit with them to share a glass of wine or something like that, or they try to invite me, but at the end I invite them because it's very like that. And so you get in love with them in some point, almost with all of them when you start knowing about their life and the way what they do. So it's very happy when you go to your bed and share with my wife and we talk about this. I say, wow, I just find I knew this amazing couple from anywhere, and they, they were amazing. So it's oh, so and the other day Natalia comes here and say, oh, you're the guy from Poland, maybe. And, oh yeah, Juan Pablo told me about you yesterday. That's the way we do it here, like gossiping around our guests, but in a good way.
Wonderful. Very, very natural, the way it should be. Talking about natural, I can see, obviously, we all can see on your background the birds and all the lively nature, right? Which is pretty much our character in Latin America,
Yeah.
right? But I can see the exuberant nature at your background. And I'd like to end our conversation asking about the wellness aspect, which is always on the background from all our remote pillars, the way we believe tourism should be, very natural, and to offer people really a sacred time to relax and to reconnect with nature. We like to say disconnect to connect, right? Because we believe nature is the best resource. So I'd like to hear your final words on how do you guys see that effect on guests? I mean, do you see them the way they arrive and the way they leave? What are the main experiences or the highlights that they give as a feedback after some time in Sazagua?
Once, and I'm gonna have to go to Natalia because my wife said this phrase, and it's true. When you go traveling, you're looking forward for happiness, and you are putting all your money, everything for happiness, and you have to. And our responsibility is to keep that happiness alive. Okay, that's the first part of the question. Okay, and the second one, our wellness around here, it's everything. Our spa with the coffee therapies and the Quimbaya effort to put it into the therapies, but everything here, it's wellness, everything. Because I don't know how to explain this. Well, yeah, our soundtrack, the birds, the rain. That's the way we want to share our space. Well, our exuberance. We have this. when you are here, you see like a jungle, but only from 15 minutes from the city. It's very easy to get here, but you're in a like in this secret place nearby the city. So everything here is wellness. I don't know. Uh, when I get here to live, I'm still very impressed right now where I live. All days for me are like this. When I wake up, it are like happiness, like 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 realer. You can breathe for well. It's the best way I can describe this. Here you can breathe. I think
Lovely, lovely. Breathe directly from the source, right?
yeah, for real.
That's wonderful. So Juan, I guess that's pretty much it. Our short little talk to really embrace, even remotely, even virtually, embrace some vibes directly from Sazagua and hear some of the stories at the background. I would like to welcome you guys once more to our community, and so that we stay stronger together, to keep bringing to guests everything that we talked about: a genuine sustainable tourism, preserving the local culture, the wellness. So congrats for your great work, and many thanks for sharing the details. Do you have any final message to the community, to other hoteliers and travel designers?
Yeah, looking forward to be in Argentina right now. We already buy the tickets. We're just waiting, but very good, and hope we can see all of us soon without mask and touch it for real. I want that for soon.
Exactly, wonderful, and cherish our remote spirit, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Juan, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye Alice, bye remoters. Thank you very much.